you're someone who wants to get into real estate, but you don't have a big budget, no license, and no clue where to start, this video is for you. I'm going to show you the 5 top real estate side hustles that you can start with $0. Now, this is not clickbait. I've done every single one of these, and I'm going to break them down step by step so you know exactly how they work, how to start, and how to get paid. Let's get into it. We're going to start off with my favorite one, wholesaling real estate. Now, wholesaling is when you find a distressed property. You lock it up under contract, and then you assign that contract to an investor for a profit. You never actually buy the house. You're just connecting a motivated seller with an investor, and you're keeping the difference as your assignment fee. The best part about it, you don't need a license. You don't need credit. What you do need is to understand how to speak to motivated homeowners. And most importantly, finding motivated homeowners. These are people that are dealing with issues, whether it's pre-foreclosure, they inherited a property, liens, whatever the case may be, they're in some type of financial or circumstantial issue where they need to get rid of the house fast. And this is where a cash offer from us can give them that peace of mind. When I first started wholesaling real estate, the way that I got my first deal was driving for dollars. Literally going the long way to work so I can go on side streets and scout for houses. I was looking for broken windows, boarded up windows, peeling paint, anything that gave me a sign that this house was in distress. And usually if the house on the outside looks distressed, the inside is just as bad. So when I would see a house that looked like it would be a headache, I'd write down that address and I'd go on this website called truepeoplesearch.com. It's a free website where I can plug in the address and it'll actually give me the phone number of the homeowner. I would call up the homeowner and be as blunt as possible and say, hey, I saw your property on 123 Main Street. I just wanted to know if you were interested in selling it. Simple as that. If they're interested, I would give them an offer and I would lock it up under a contract. Now, this contract has a 30-day inspection period. Within those 30 days, I'm trying to find an actual flipper, an actual contractor that does this for a living and sell them this contract. If I got it locked up for $200,000, I'm trying to sell this contract for $210,000, $215,000, and I would make that $10,000, $15,000 assignment fee. One of the best parts about wholesaling real estate is that it's low risk. Remember that 30-day inspection period? If I don't find a buyer within those 30 days, I can actually walk away from the contract, no risk, no foul, and I lose nothing in the process. It doesn't get better than that. So if you want to dive deeper into this, I actually have a full 4-hour video that breaks down everything about wholesaling. There's so much information involved and I can't fit it in this video, but if you're interested, it's a 4-hour video. I also have a free guide if you're more of a reader. It's over 120 pages of content, information. It's also got the contracts and the scripts that you need. All of this is absolutely free. So if you're interested in wholesaling real estate, check the description below. Let's say wholesaling sounds a little bit like too much work for you and you're not ready to talk to sellers, negotiate, run numbers. Side hustle number 2 is bird dogging. Now, this is one of the most beginner-friendly hustles in the game. You're basically spotting deals for other people. Remember that driving for dollar process I talked about? This is the same exact idea. You find rundown properties, ugly abandoned looking homes, and then you send the address to an investor or a wholesaler like me. If we're able to close on this deal, you get paid. I've paid bird dogs from between $500 up to $4,000 depending on the deal itself. If it's a great deal, you get more money. Best part about it, you don't need to talk to sellers. You don't need to negotiate. You just spot a property. What if you're just walking around, you're driving around, you find a house that has so much potential, you write that address down and you send it to an investor or wholesaler, or send it to me directly. If I'm able to close on this deal, or if an investor is able to close on this deal, they'll pay you a referral fee. Now keep in mind, to protect yourself, always have an investor sign a bird dog agreement. That way they can't cut you out of the deal. If you don't have someone to work with, you can even partner with me. I have a JV program linked in the description. If you send me a deal, I'll send you a JV agreement to sign. That's the first step. Make sure everything is by the books. And if we're able to close on this deal, you make a commission. Now, the third side hustle that we're going to be talking about is referral agents. Let's say you can't find distressed property. You've been looking, you've been driving, and you haven't been able to find it, but someone that wants to sell their property, but it's in perfect condition, and it deserves market value, not a low discounted price. This is where teaming up with real estate agents can help you get paid. Now, legally, a licensed agent can't give you a direct commission if you're unlicensed, but there are compliant ways to structure this. A real estate agent can actually pay you a marketing fee or a consulting fee if you refer them any homeowners that are willing to sell and list the property on the market. So for example, let's say your cousin or uncle or a friend that is interested in buying or selling their property. You connect them with the real estate agent, they handle the transaction and the pre-approval and the setup, and you get paid after they close. Just make sure to check your state laws because a lot of states, a lot of brokerages have different policies when it comes to this, so double check before you refer to any agent, and make sure to also get a contract with them as well. A marketing fee contract, a consulting fee contract. In the world of real estate, if it's not in writing, it never happens. So you want to secure yourself in any deal that you give someone else. Side hustle number 4, we have co-hosting for Airbnb. Now this one is a game changer. You don't need to own an Airbnb to make money with it. You can manage someone else's listing and take a cut. That's called co-hosting. A lot of Airbnb hosts are overwhelmed. They don't want to deal with managing check-ins, hiring cleaning, and handling last-minute problems. A lot of the times, Airbnb owners don't even live in the same state where the Airbnb is at. This is where you come in. Here's how to get started. Go on Airbnb, pick a city, and look for listings with poor reviews, slow response rates, or listings that say new host. Message the host directly. Say, hey, I manage short-term rentals remotely and help hosts improve their listings, save time, and boost guest reviews. Would you be open to a quick chat? That's how you're going to get your foot through the door. You're going to then offer to manage the booking, guest messages, cleaners, and check-ins, and you're going to ask for 10 to 25% revenue of anything that comes in. That is usually the market average for Airbnb co-hosting. And you're probably going to tell me, well, I don't know how to handle an Airbnb. Why would I get myself into this? Honestly, there are so many free resources to learn about this. YouTube, forums, Google, there are free Airbnb management tutorials everywhere. You can learn to use pricing tools like Price Labs or Beyond Pricing, learn how to automate check-in messages, hire a local cleaner. It's not that hard, and if you're willing to put in the effort, this can become very lucrative and you don't even have to spend a dime out of pocket. Once you land your first client, treat it like gold, get proof of concept, learn from your mistakes, and then go get yourself 5 more clients. Last but not least, we have our final side hustle, and this is criminally underrated. Becoming a UGC content creator for real estate tech tools. Now, UGC stands for user generated content. So you would make content for real estate tech tools. I know this sounds a little crazy, but let me explain it a little deeper. All you have to do is make simple videos on TikTok, Instagram Reel, YouTube Shorts, showing how to use tools like Zillow, PropStream, Batch Leads, or REI Reply. Tag the brand, drop some value, and boom, you're building a relationship with these brands. Here's why it works. Companies like REI Reply offer some insane affiliate commissions. REI Reply offers 50%. That's $50 for anyone that uses your link and signs up for REI Reply. PropStream offers 30%. That's $30 per sign up for anyone that signs up for PropStream. You don't need to have a massive following, you just need credibility. If you're making helpful content that shows how real estate investors can benefit from these tools, or showing your day-to-day of your wholesaling journey or your investing journey, and you showcase some of these tools that you're using, you just have to share that link in your bio, in your content, or with your community. If someone's gonna use that tool anyway, why not let it be through your link? That's passive income for you just by advertising a tool that you're already using. Start by creating one video, show how to pull comps on PropStream. If you want to take it up a notch, and let's say your content is actually doing really well, you can email the brand's affiliate team and say, hey, I've been using your platform and making content about it. Would you like to explore a partnership? Now we're talking brand deals. And all of this started just by making content, by documenting your journey. You don't have to be a pro in the real estate game. If you're using a tool already, showcase that you're using it and join their affiliate program and make some money out of it. And eventually, this is going to lead to some crazy partnerships. How do I know? Because that's exactly how I started. I documented my entire journey when I started wholesaling real estate. I've gotten brand deals, I've gotten partnerships, I have affiliates, and it all started by documenting my journey. So there you have it, 5 real estate side hustles that you can start today with $0. Each one has the potential to bring in real money. You just need to pick one and get started. If this helped, hit that like button and the subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know which hustle you're gonna try or which one you already started. And as always, I've got more breakdowns coming your way, so I'll see you in the next video.